the merits of supporting this amendment.
Thank you. My Lords, it's an interesting issue, this, isn't it? Because, of course, where does the blame lie? Sewage spills happen. They are intensely damaging for humans and for ecosystems. And yet we've heard some explanations that almost seem conflicting. However, you could argue it's us that causes the problem because of the way that we dispose of our own waste. Or you can argue that it's the fault of the water companies. I will be supporting Noble Duke's amendment. The fault of the water companies, who are clearly incompetent at times. And as I argued in the debate on the Office for Environmental Protection, we have to actually penalise them for these spillages, because in many cases it might be the developer's fault for building on land where they shouldn't have built, or it might be the local authority's fault for allowing developers to build on land, for example, floodplain where they shouldn't be building. But at the moment, it is the water companies, and we really have to take this seriously. So I'm supporting all of the amendments because they all seem perfectly acceptable. I mean, the Green Party's view on this is that all new developments should have a proper drainage system, a sustainable drainage system, so that the sort of spillages that we're hearing about simply don't happen. However, that's clearly not achieved, and it is a big problem. I've signed the Noble Lord Chidley's amendment on chalk streams, and I was going to eulogise about them, but I think I was given the same briefing as he was because other people have covered more or less the same territory. I would like to thank Fergal Sharkey, who is, I don't really know, I'm afraid I've never heard of his band. He was the lead singer in a punk band, The Undertones, and he's apparently a lifelong fly fisherman, but he's now dedicating his life to chalk streams, and did send an excellent briefing. And the point is about chalk streams, they are incredibly precious, and they are very special, and we don't treat them very well. And if, for example, not one of our chalk streams currently achieves a good overall environmental health status, that is quite shocking, and we really need to do something about it. And before I sit down, I would like to say I was incredibly impressed with the Noble Lord, the Duke of Wellington's PR machine, because I've had dozens of emails supporting his amendment, and I do admire that, and perhaps he could share with me exactly how he got that to work. And so this is clearly an issue, again, that the government should have put in the original Environment Bill. This is an old bill in the sense that it was originally written in 2019. It was pathetic then, and it's pathetic still. So please, can the government do a little bit of rethinking on all of this and include this issue in their bill?
The arguments have been very well made and fulsomely, and there is building a consensus.